Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and it's time to play Seablock. In the previous episode we were working on this awesome dashboard that shows how much resources we have and how much are being requested, or I guess right way to say is how many are missing. And in today's episode, another thing we did, we actually almost landfilled all of this area in preparation for copying this build. So I'd like to, in this episode, I'd like to maybe move this dashboard a little bit so that it looks a bit nice. Where should we move it? How about we move it somewhere here, like in the middle? Okay, so how much space do we have? We have 5, 6 here, and here we have 5. Okay, nice. And this is... not. Let me move it to the right by 1 tile. Nice. It will look like this. I want it to be a little bit more compact while we are at it, while we are moving it around. And make it a tiny bit more compact. Nice. So we'll have awesome dashboard here. This is for regular kind of... This is for regular materials, right? Regular stones. Well, I guess they're angels. Ores. We also wanted to set up something for the metals. Like I think we discussed that I don't want to use ores here. We want to use some metals. Actually, speaking of ores, maybe we should use some ores. I think I want to keep the ores that I used for the catalysts. Where are catalysts? Yeah, right? We have red, green. That's it? I thought there were more. Red, green. Oh, we have metal and blue metal and yellow metal. Okay, blue metal is gold titanium. And this one is platinum tungsten. Okay, so I guess we want all 8 of this. Let's do this. So we need copper iron. Right, so iron copper. Next we need aluminium silver. So let's get aluminium. And this is silver, right? We'll have silver. Next one is gold and titanium. Okay, we have titanium gold. Let's say gold. What is gold? Gold. Ore. And titanium. Titanium ore. And for the last one, we need platinum and tungsten. So I kind of have tungsten and platinum here. Let's say no, let's say tungsten first. Where's tungsten? Tungsten and platinum. Platinum. Nice. So this will be our ores that we'll be monitoring. We should probably leave some space. How much space can we leave? How far can we connect this thing? It's not... It's connectable to this. So this is basically the distance. That's pretty long, so we can actually leave some room in between. Let's move it to the side. How much room do we want? How much space do we want here? Let's say maybe 6. Maybe for 6. Right. Let's do it. Maybe it's a bit too much. Let's leave only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, we'll leave this much room between the sections. So that we have Angel's ores, here we'll have only some Bob's ores, and we'll have Bob's metals over there that we haven't figured out yet, but we'll probably figure this stuff out. Let's see what's happening here. We have built this part, and now we just need to copy these blocks. We do already have a copy of GEODES, but it doesn't have landfills, and it has old version of the voiding of the sludge, like the one that used to be here instead of the one that we have here. So I'm deleting it, and we'll try to create a completely new blueprint, and I also include the stations in it. So I want to include the stations, but not... I want to include only like the stations from this block, not the nearby stations. So we could do something like this, right? Inside train stop names, tiles, we want tiles, we want all of this. Oh, and one thing that we need to do, we want to upgrade power poles. I want to use fresh, like new power poles everywhere here. Let's copy it, and let's maybe start with just a single. What is the problem? Where are the tiles? I think something went wrong. I think something went wrong because I don't see tiles in this blueprint. Let's create it again. Let's start from here. We want to get a combinator, and we don't want to get the other one. Nice. So we do not want to get this one. Let's copy it. Tiles, twin stop names. We want all of this. We want to apply... I see. It removes tiles and twin stop names. That's good. Okay, now we have proper power poles. We are creating a blueprint. We are deleting this one. And we're placing it down. Nice. So now this part should be built. Let's wait for one copy, like for one kind of city block to be built fully before we proceed to other city blocks. And meanwhile, we can actually work on this part, on the dashboard. Right, what are we doing next? We want to have some ores, I guess. Not ores, some plates. We want to have plates monitored right here. And what kind of plates do we need? Actually, what I'm interested in... I want to get a copy of this. And I want to use it to have some kind of clean template for the dashboard. Okay. So it's looking good. We'll build a clean template and then we'll paste it like here. Now here, what kind of ores are we interested in? We're interested, not ores plates. We're interested in, obviously, iron, right? This is tier 1. Let's figure out all tier 1 ores, meaning everything that you can build with mineral catalysts only. So iron, copper, right, lead for sure, And what else? Lead and tin. Can get all of that. In addition to that, we can get solder quite easily. We can get bronze, even though we don't need lots of bronze. And we can get steel. Right, and I'm putting steel the last because even though, strictly speaking, I guess it's tier 1, it requires a lot of iron to actually produce steel. So that's it should be good enough for now. Next, what are tier 2 metals that we have? They're kind of listed here, but we can go through them again. We have, well, first of all, obvious part, right? What's the order that we're using for this? Silver, aluminum, right? So let's maybe start with this one. So we have, obviously, silver plates, right? We have aluminum. What else do we have? Silicon, right? And for silicon, we are interested in two things. We're interested in monosilicon, or maybe we should start with glass. Let's start with glass. So we're interested in glass. We need monosilicon, so that's silicon. What else do we have? We have silicon, nickel, aluminum, zinc, silver, fluoride. Fluoride, I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm not gonna monitor it. We don't need it yet. And it's just a thing that is required for production of this GEODES crystals. Right, so we'll be kind of looking at GEODES crystals instead. Nickel and zinc. Nickel and zinc are needed for something. So nickel is needed for invar, and zinc is needed for brass. Let's say brass and invar. We want this. So let's copy them. And let's say these are our tier 2 plates. We don't have anything else, right? I hope we don't. We can clear all of this. And we can maybe set a similar condition here. And a similar condition here. Nice. So now that this is done, just copy the thing and kind of drag it however far we need it. Nice. And the same we can do with the top one. Nice. So we are slowly progressing. One other thing, we want to have circuits. We want to have basic circuit, green one, red one, blue one, which we don't have yet, and obviously black one. And we'll place them somewhere here. I think of sciences there as well, and we'll figure out what else to monitor in addition to these things. We'll figure this part out a little bit later, at some point later. And the placement, I want the stuff. I want to have, 5, right? I want to have 5 lines below. 5 lines, so let's copy this thing somewhere here. And we'll place this one here. I just want them to have to be aligned, to have the same alignment. The spot 1, 2, 3. They'll need some connection, which is fine. We'll give them the connection. Great. This part, I mean, can be deleted, but it also can be left the way it is. Doesn't matter much. I want to copy this thing here. here. And I want to copy the settings here. Nice. So let's wait for robots to do all of that. And meanwhile, we can take a look and see what's missing here. We are missing a lot of belts, which is really surprising because I thought that we have belt production. Alright, we do. And we don't have stuff in here. Let's ask for more. More. This is really surprising that we are unable to produce enough things. This is really surprising. So what we have everything, right? It's working fine. Everything's working fine now. We also need lots of lamps. Are we using fast stack inserters? Yes, we are. And where is our lamp production? Here are the lamps. Let's maybe improve this assemblers. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it might take a while for them to be upgraded, but we'll do it. We will do it. Looks like one inserter is not enough to satisfy our demand for materials. It's okay. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's a bit slow, but we will build the thing at some point, hopefully. We can actually take this blueprint and kind of paste it again, so the transformer doesn't allow us to do what we want to do. So let's remove transformer from the thing. I also want to change the icon. This GEODES, right? Yeah, there. Saving blueprint. Nice. Now, this part should be constructed really soon. And in theory it should start working if we connect it. Oh, no. I misclicked the electricity. Of course we want to go through the transformer. Right. Pretty much almost every pole here blew up. Tiny misclick. It's fine. Happens to everyone. Actually don't need all of that. Let's observe what we do need. We need this part, right? That's what I kind of forgot about. So we'll build it here. And all of this will be working nicely. We connected things. We are connecting things here, here, here. Nice. So all of this will be built soon. What I don't like the fact that it's hard to see signs here without lights. So let's add some lamps to make it a little bit easier to understand what is going on here. Yep. Looking pretty good so far. So we'll wait for all of this to be built. We can actually start, I guess, changing these conditions. So this is supposed to be iron ore. This is supposed to be copper ore. This one aluminum. This one silver. What is silver? No, not silicon. silver, specifically silver. This one is gold. Gold ore. What is this? Titanium. Titanium, I guess tungsten. And this one is platinum. Okay, nice. We configured this part, this one. Iron. Copper. Aluminum. Right. This one is silver. 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 Gold. This one, titanium. We have tungsten. And platinum. So we can kind of do the same thing here for the plates. These are iron plates, copper plates, lead plates, tin plates, solder, really important, bronze, and steel. Steel, yeah, we have steel. Let's do it from this side. Steel, bronze, solder, we have tin, lead, is lead, copper, and iron. We don't have enough iron. Looks like we don't have enough, not iron, copper, we don't have enough copper. This is not really a surprise, right? This is not a surprise, we don't have enough copper because we don't have enough platinum. So all of this makes sense. All of this makes total sense. Let's also connect them here, and we don't have connection over here. We should add it. Nice, maybe it's time to do the same thing for the circuits. So we have brown circuits, we have green ones, we have red ones, blue ones, and black ones. And we are missing a couple of connections with green cables. 1, 2, connection. Oh no. Connected to the wrong lamp. I mean, it still works, but it's not exactly how it was supposed to be. Misclick. Okay. And let's take a look how many signs do we have. We have red signs, green signs, we have lots of blue signs, military signs, these signs, yellow, and white. Here's the same thing. White, yellow, 2 purple ones, military, blue, green, and red. So is this link working? It's working, and we have all the sciences. And we have some stuff here. I am actually surprised. I'm surprised by what I see here. We are supposed to be short on blue science, right? We don't have blue science, and our research is not going. So what is going on with the science? So here we have red and green science. Okay, we have lots of it. Good. Here we have blue science that is short on copper. But we have some in the chest. 28,000. We have 28,000 of science in the chest. And we are not using it. Why? We are not requesting it. That is bad. We could have done so much research in this time. Wow, I can't believe it. I cannot believe. I mean, let's also say that we want military science. We'll be getting alerts. No, I do not want to be getting alerts. Let's not ask for. So we can actually copy this part of the science build, to be honest. And we can just have it here. 1, 2, 3. To leave some space for beacons if we ever get to that point. And we can take this part and kind of just flip it horizontally. So we will have some things delivered right here. Right? 1, 2, 3. Nice. That's the way. And these conditions are flipped, so we should, like, this should double our science production, and we have a connection, a power connection between them, so it should just work. We don't need to look at that. The important part is that we should get better numbers here. Okay, we don't see anything either. Oh, because blue science is being transported. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What's going on with this build? We are missing a little bit of belts. Why? Shot on belts. We're not supposed to be shot on belts. But we are. We are shot on belts. That's not great, but it's also, I guess, kinda okay. It's okay. They will get built at some point. It's fine. We have lots of belts. How many belts do we need? We need 1000 belts just for this single blueprint. Wow. That is actually a lot. That's really a lot. And what's the problem with the accumulators? We are supposed to be producing batteries. We don't have plastic. Why we don't have plastic? This was our plastic, right? We do not have plastic. And we are requesting plastic. And we have lots of plastic. Okay, something is wrong. I forgot minus sign. Okay, now we'll have plastic, we'll have batteries, and with that we'll build lots of accumulators. Now we are missing only 100 of belts and a couple of undergrounds. Will we be able to build undergrounds? Okay, we are limiting undergrounds to 5. I do not understand why we are doing that. I do not want to limit the number of underground belts to 5. Bit more of this. This one is probably also limited. I don't really want that. I want these things to be unlimited. And I want the input to use filter insert, sorry, stack inserters. I want stack inserters to be used for the input. Okay, this will get fixed. We have lots of robots able to make this kind of changes. Right, and it's basically working. Let's take a look at this part. This is looking pretty good. We have, we don't have enough green chips. I'm surprised. Alright, because we have 31,000, we basically have enough only for one train. That's why it's kind of pink color. We don't have enough of it. But we do have enough of red and green signs. So this spot is good. Like, this is really good. And we don't need to keep high buffers. I'm not sure I like that it reaches the final thing here. So maybe instead of having like a regular scale, we can make it like logarithmic scale. So this one is 1. So if we have 0 or 1, this thing works, and 0 means pink, 1 means green. This one works with 2. We want this one to work with 4, so we'll set it to 3. This one we want it to work with 8, so we'll set it to 7. And this one we want to work with 16, so we'll set it to 15. Nice. I will copy this part here, and we will apply it everywhere here, so that our dashboards are the same. We also want to apply it here. It doesn't really change anything on like first couple of rows, but it changes like this thing. The final row, if it's lit up, it means that we have like a ton of resources, and it's not achievable, I feel, with a single city block. So the only way this row will be lit up, like 16 trains. And it's not exactly 16 trains because our limit is 100. So it's more than 2 warehouses can contain. So the only reason, like the only way this will lit up is if we have multiple blocks and they're all providing like the things. So that's good. Did we finish building? Did we finish construction? Let's move over to the side and observe what's actually going on here. And we look at that. It's running, it's working, and we have proper names. It's great, awesome. We did what we wanted to do in this episode. We actually built a block. And I think I'll be building blocks one by one because it takes so many belts that I'm just worried that if all robots will be busy doing that stuff, then we will not be able to do anything else. Let's clear this area from the biters. Something like this. And I want to start clearing this one. It might take a bit of time. How do I do it? I guess I should wait. I should wait for this areas to be landfilled. Right, okay, let's wait. They will be landfilled in no time. Dashboard. It's beautiful. I don't like this blinking. So let's remove the blinking. So, and with that, it should stop blinking. But even move it a little bit further away, so that it's clear that this stuff is not really related to the actual dashboard. And one thing that I want to do, I want to change LTM settings message level from notifications to errors and warnings. Because I don't want to continue getting these notifications. I'm just not interested in them. I'm interested in seeing... Okay, this is bad. We're having issues with the power. I'm interested in... what I was saying. I'm interested in seeing like errors and some problems, so like alerts, right? That we had the problem. I'm interested in seeing those kind of notifications, but I'm not... Or like some materials not being available, even though it's kind of duplicated in this dashboard. But I'm not interested in seeing regular deliveries because we have lots of them. Like, we just have lots of deliveries. Look at this. We don't have lead and we don't have copper ore. Yeah, we know that we don't have flat. Right, so this part is done. Let's research something cool. I think what we really want, we want robot speed. Where is it? This one, worker robot speed. That's exactly the kind of research that we need. Plus 40%. This is significant. And it's both for logistic and construction robots. Nice. So we are researching, we will go through like 4,000 of research and we have lots of it. Right now, what else do we need? We need inserter stack bonuses. I really want this. We research to speed up our train loading and loading. Inserter capacity. It's like a regular inserter capacity bonus. Let's get this one. This will be useful. Express inserter is not really. We don't really need that part. Stack inserter too. Okay. So many cool things. We are out of power again. We do not have power because I don't even know. Like the problem is that, wait, I saw 415 and us being short on power. We are supposed to have 450 power because we are like each of these blocks is supposed to export 150 or maybe 140 because it needs to use. So it uses 5 megawatts itself from 164 production. So it's supposed to export 146. So it's supposed to be 140 times what? Times 5? Times 3? 420. And we have the maximum is 412. So we're actually underproducing electricity here. Very interesting. We need to do something here. I want to increase the output of this part, and in one of the previous episodes it was suggested that I look into burner something, burner fuel burning, heat exchangers. Basically, instead of doing stuff like this, to go through another process. Let's take a look at this just to have a better understanding of what we are talking about. So right now we have this process, and we are using steam engines 2 with 315 steam. So in theory we could kind of go for the same amount of power, but with this steam engines 3, let's say we are going for the same 150, which means that we are using fluid burner boiler, but here's this thing, there is also heat exchanger available. So let's see. So we could be using this process, in which case instead of having 27 columns, we could have 18 columns and it would just work. The amount of fuel that we're consuming is the same, but what this means is that we can actually expand it a little bit to make it a little bit larger. However, there is another option. There is an option. Well, first of all, we don't have to use this one, so we can actually use steam turbines for this steam, this kind of steam. And we can have heat exchanger here that can get the heat. So first of all, we need fewer columns, right? That's already pretty good. We need only 13.3 or maybe like 14. And we can have this one, fluid burning heat source. This one. And The cool part about it is that it has neighbor bonus, so if you place them individually, I guess that's what we'll get. If you place them in one line, I guess we'll have bonus 2. However, it's still a ratio like 1 to 2, so let's say we'll have 2 lines of this. I guess it means bonus 4, I don't actually know. We'll kinda need to look at it. Maybe our actual bonus will be like between 2 and 4, somewhere, so between 22 and 24. Okay, the important part that you can see here is that it reduces the usage of fuel oil. So by having this process, we can actually reduce the amount of fuel oil from like 150 to 120, which is pretty good. Like I kind of like it because it allows us to save some fuel oil, and maybe what's more important, it uses less buildings, right? Instead of 55 and 18, which is what it's like 75 or something, 73. We can have how many? Okay, not actually, it doesn't save us a lot because this is 50. It's like 65. No, it saves 65 buildings. So this is 65, 75, and this one is 110, right? So this process is more compact, which is good. Let's see, let's say we want to export 200. In order to export 200, like exactly 200, we need 18 of these turbines and exchanges. And the ratios here seems to be exactly 1 to 2. And here we have kind of 2 to 1, I guess. Like we'll figure this part at some point. And this requires 2 pumps of water. So essentially from both sides. So this is a much nicer design than what we have here. What's interesting is that it also requires more water. Oh right, because the steam has higher temperature, and that makes this thing more efficient for the same power. Look at that. The water requirements are going down. So I'm really interested in trying out this build, because I don't think I've ever done this in the past. And what we could do, we could change this part a little bit. We are going for 200 megawatts, and with this kind of ratios, we'll need 160. Which means that we'll need more than 7 gas refineries. Oh, I know what's the problem. We never expanded this part. So we have 5, but we are supposed to have 7. We were supposed to have 7 of gas refineries for this build, or like 6.5 or something. That is the reason why the current block doesn't produce enough electricity, because it's unable to run all the time. It will be running out of fuel oil. There is an easy fix for that. Well, not really fix, but kind of workaround. We could add storage tank there. If I remember correctly, exactly. Yeah. 1, 2, and we have one more somewhere here. Right here. We could actually add them everywhere to have a lot of fuel. I like this idea. I like the idea of having lots of buffer for the power. Okay, let's here, and let's hope that it will not break our base. Let's hope that the fact that we still have the old pipe there means that yeah, the buildings seem to be still working. Nice. What's going on with our second GEODES production build? And by the way, this one, did it have any exports? I don't think so. It's just really slow. It's okay. It's okay that it's slow. Not a huge problem. It's running. It's started up, it's working, it's okay. Not looking very good here, but it's also fine. That is totally fine. So let's get back to... No, not to this one. We are playing with this build, I think. This is the one that we are playing with. And we already getting some reserves of fuel, so this is nice. Like we are having some extra fuel oil saved up. Now I want to figure out how to build this part. So the idea is that we have 3 power plants. Here, here, and here. We have 3 power plants. We can expand this to generate, like to export 200 megawatts each, or like very, very close to 200. This could be the export that is kind of that is exported externally, right? And this should be very straightforward to do. We just need to scale this line to 8 of gas refineries, which we can do by like moving it here, let's say. Moving them here and having like 2 rows, taking nutrient pulp from the middle. It might even fit here, yeah. Like we can even like fit it from the side using this line. It will fit like really, really nicely. And we'll get the outputs on both sides, and then we'll need to figure out this part. We will need to build some fluid burning heat sources. We'll need to build exchanges, and we'll need to build turbines. And I do not believe we have any of this anywhere here in the mall, so let's fix them all. We want to have heat exchanger. No, we want another one. Okay, we need heat pipes, right? We know that. We need heat pipes. I see a problem. I don't believe we have a research, right? Heat pipe 2, no. Burning heat source, no. Fluid burning heat source. So yes, we need this. We need this stuff. We need to research this one. We need to research this one, and turbines. Where are we getting turbines? Steam turbine. We also want these ones. We need cobalt steel. Oh no, we will not be able to use this. It will not work. Because we don't have cobalt steel produced yet. But we need the stuff fixed basically right now. Let's research these things really, really quickly. Then we'll get back to researching robot speed. Okay, that is not great what we have here, and we are missing some Roboport coverage, it seems. How do we add it? Can add one here, and we could add, with this one being placed here, we'll need one here, I feel. And they should connect. Right. So let's basically stop here. We are expanding this part. I want to make a bit of progress here. Say we are doing something like this. I want to start landfilling and expanding this part of the build, because like the reason I'm interested in it is we'll have more. We will have more of the this one. We'll need to build more GEODES processing plants, like blocks here, and for that I need to prepare this block to be built, right? So in the background I will be just building these GEODES blocks. Unfortunately, we seem to be having issues with belts and this mouse. Where's my mouse cursor? I don't really understand what's the problem. It seems that the inserter is just slow. Is it really something as simple as that? Really slow inserter? And it's a stack insert. Oh, right, but this thing will be improved, right? This will be improved because we wanted to research stack inserter capacity. So we'll research this one, and we'll research second stack insert capacity bonus. So, okay, these are the researches that we need to kind of do. Let's see what we did today. We finished. Let's see what we did today. We finished not this block. We placed GEODES processing block, and it's working already. And if you look at our Cratinium production, it is supposed to be a little bit better than it used to be in the past. Maybe this is the jump. No, it cannot be this far away, right? It's 3.5 hours, and we are playing at 2 times the speed. And we've been on it for like 50 minutes, so it's somewhere here. I don't see exactly when the jump happened, to be honest. I don't see a noticeable increase of Cratinium ore production, unfortunately. But anyway, we got a small tickle of it. In theory, I could switch the whole block to Cratinium, but I don't want to. I want to have GEODES be able to produce, like, to basically fill any shortages of the ores that we are not getting from like these lines. And I want to have these lines dedicated to specific ores and GEODES to just provide a combination of lots of them at the same time. We probably want to place a blueprint here again, like this, and it got placed. Nice. So what we did, we built this block, it's running, it's ready to export GEODES. We started building this block. We worked a little bit on the dashboard, improved it a little bit. One really important thing, we noticed the problem that we had with the signs, and we transported lots of signs to the research facility. And we actually scaled the research facility a little bit. It will take some time for it to be like properly constructed, but it will happen at some point, and we'll have lots of research being researched here. So it will help with the speed of our researches. How much power are we using here? 25 megawatts. Wow. I had no idea that research facilities are so power hungry. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to double it, because we are having issues with the power. And another thing that we did, I looked at our power and discovered the problem. It's underbuilt. We need more gas refineries. We need at least 7 for this build. but we don't have space. And in order to save up space, we will go for this process with heat exchangers and steam turbines, or maybe this one, right? Because the ratio is here is 18 to 55, and here it's 18 to 37. So we can actually connect these heat exchangers to these steam engines for now, while we do not have the turbine. And the good thing is that we need only 18 of this, meaning that we only need 18 up to here. So we'll need only this space. This is really good because it leaves us some room to figure out what exactly we are doing to get enough fuel oil. And maybe just to make it a bit more interesting, let's say we do not will not be counting on any bonus, in which case we'll need to build 9 of this. So we will try to build 9 of these gas refineries somewhere here, somehow. We'll do our best. And yeah, but that will happen in probably the next episode. Okay, thanks everyone for watching, and see you later. Cheers.